Mrs. Hindle?
The court pieces. The Ilindi
Just for the record, there's no cross-examination from the defense.
None, Your Worship.
We can proceed.
Thank you, Your Worship. The Ilindi, you inform this court that you own a complex in Ongodiva, is that correct?
Yeah.
A unit in a complex.
Yes, that's correct.
When did you acquire the unit? Which year?
In Epoca 2018.
If I'm correct, I must have acquired in 2018.
Was it through a bond with the bank or you bought it cash?
Winter Willando, Kondanda Kemuma Ilo, Wapitera Pombank.
On sana wanje irandira nje condition kucha kwa iranda nombanga nembo cash.
My husband bought it for me. I do not know as to whether he bought it cash or via a bank bond.
You also informed the court that you equally own a house, correct? That's also in Ongodiva.
So what you remember the Mongadiva? Yes.
When did you acquire that property?
2021. Okay,
If I'm correct, it was acquired in 2021.
Through the bank?
Where the Nambanga?
Sana wanje iranda kadili mbono kwa kucha. Kwa iranda nombanga nenge cash.
It was my husband who bought it for me. I do not know as to whether is it via through the bank or is it cash.
Then what is your education level?
Elongoloe pan paskora. Wahuda manga.
Grade 12.
Grade 12.
Now, when your husband testified, it's accused number 5, correct?
Number 6.
When he testified, he informed the court that he owns property in Pioneers Park. Are you aware of that house?
Usamani sara pataho kwa kwa tumbra tati. Ai ukuna umalikweli morukanda alikuwa mopa ni spark. Shimanjira.
Is she aware of the property?
Which is your job?
Ai condition nandishu.
No, I'm not aware of that. I did not hear it.
Does your husband own property in Pioneers Park? If you didn't hear it, the question is, does he own property in Pioneers Park?
Usinge kuna maliko
A
mo.
house, a guest house.
Kandirishi dirima pa nespa.
I don't know about the house in Panis Park.
You don't know about it. What is your marital regime, ma'am?
E omboeni e munapoka tikeni ilipipana.
Kokucha kandiviteka.
Meaning, I don't
In
understand.
community property, out of community property.
Iyo likodi mumwe ilo iyo likodi tukoka.
Erikora ratopoka shashi. Erikora ratopoka.
It's out of community property.
What time of the day were you arrested, ma'am?
Yeah, I know. If you belong 10 years, we walk to school. If you belong people.
Ondishi kuchono onlongo gongora wadenga tandili mburugwana na kucha. Ethimborera jongapi.
Yes, but I cannot remember the precise time. All what I know is that it was way after 10.
Okay. The investigating officer will come and testify that it was around about 11:25.
Yeah, unkona kono sipote ya kulombora mange kuchesari o olongo na imwe wapita milongo mbali na nano lwao.
Okay. Now, prior to the police officers arriving at your house in Kleinwinkel, Blessing Street, what were you doing?
Pefimbo ya manga polisi na ya peumbo hapa. Po Klein venduka hapa. Ukuta ningisikie.
Before you heard the knock on the bell, the doorbell,
Manginu dokange jokadem.
ndavikando parike mandu dedwe kurera.
I was busy cleaning our bedroom.
can you just repeat that?
Ndura malitare.
ndavikando parike mandu dedwe kurera.
I was busy cleaning our bedroom.
And Malaki Lindy, your husband, what was he doing?
Ye malaki aliti onsamano ukuta ningisikie.
Okwaje rimo seti non twaje yakwi.
He was in the sitting room with somebody who came to see him.
So you confirm that you were not sleeping, you were both up, you were awake, correct?
Tokole ngasha. Tasinya mshawarika kwimu. Makofa nde mwe mapashuka muri meumbo.
Kakwitoko.
Yes, that's correct. We were not sleeping.
When you were arrested and removed from your house, how many people did you leave inside the house, other than the 3 children that were sleeping?
Yeah, mbali nyanganya wa mangwato kufa ne meumbo. Kaka ni kuna na menya batatu beba kofa be. Olile batwa fya meumbo.
Ndafika mu osistanje. No nisanje na nontongwaje kuma na msani waje.
I left my sister at home and my niece and the person that came to see my husband.
Your niece, how old is your niece?
Niece how kuna duranga pyo.
Na mirongo mbali na tano.
25 years. 25 years old.
Male, female?
Women no okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Niece.
female.
Oh, sorry, niece. We had a blonde woman there. Okay. Female, okay. 25 years old, you're saying?
Wacho kuna duranga mbali na nano? Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, do you own a firearm?
Oy mwene kuna nje boy. Yes.
Are you a licensed firearm owner?
Unamba pira ole sinsi yenje boy. Dari kuchu mwene onje boy.
Ndile.
Yes, I do.
What type of firearm do you own, ma'am?
Nje boy diri people.
It is not difficult to understand why I stood up on that question. I just want to know what is there a charge? Was it a cause of my client's arrest? What relevance? Amongst the grounds placed on record by the state, there is no grounds which states that if my client were to be released, somebody may be in danger. He's a security threat or whatever. All I'm saying, it's not relevant. If it was relevant, my colleague would have notified me of anything about arms-related offenses. I'm actually struck and surprised by such.
Mrs. Hinda?
Usually, relevance of that question goes to the fact that the applicant before court, Ms. Lydia Ilindi, is a flight risk, and I'm about to get to that specific point why I'll address the court and inform the court that she is indeed a flight risk. May I proceed, Joshua?
But what does that have to do with the firearm?
Okay. I'll pose a different question.
Okay.
When the officers arrive at your house, you told the court female officers escorted you upstairs, correct?
Yeah. What the anambronyi le tumbore le nipe. Atukuchaba akai aba kai no. Nikufindikira kuya pofulu nya pombata. Siri manjira. Yes.
The investigating officer, Ms. Lydia, will come and testify when you got into the room, when you got into your bedroom with the Inspector Anna that you were testifying on earlier. Your firearm was on the floor and you went for the firearm, so she had to go and grab the firearm before you. That's what the investigating officer will come and testify.
Yeah, I'm not objecting, so that we avoid us being misled. My colleague must just be specific because we may be confused. She may end up saying, no, when I said the investigating officer, I did not speak about Inambao, but I was actually referring to Anna. Remember, we only heard that it was Anna who went in the room, but yet my colleague is suggesting it's the investigating officer. She must just, if it is in Nambao, she must place it on record so that when we take notes and when we come and confront those officers with questions, we know exactly who is making such funny statements.
Inambao will come and testify, Your Worship. That's the investigating officer that we've been referring to at all material times. Any comment, ma'am?
Yeah. Kwa ziko msiko tatu mbona dati unkona kono shibafasi teki ya kome shio mangoku nukurumbura mango ikucha esinde mwa mundu damunya ngainya muri pamwe name anau tatu kushimwa fika mundu damunya mjibo yari repeat penya po flora pe nokuyamo koe oyadi wadiwa kuyikiwa ya okerira.
I saw you smiled when I mentioned the incident, so tell the court.
Yeah, dikuwa te time meshango ni sinde kurumbura sinde ngwani mashinje bwesi ndamani talelo mbutala mango. Andi
memesha shimesha ndakumwa mara nyamuguroringa twamonduda Inspector Anna arandurang andi
If I can just impart, please.
Yeah, I am smiling because this is strange to me.
Inspector Anna Boya Taranduranje andi poscopa.
Inspector Anna followed me and I went to the wardrobe.
Andi Kongo Shandi Zara Edikoni Manj.
And I was looking for what I must dress, and at the time she was behind me.
Shindama no kukonga shitandi Zara yotapuranje tati unonjebo.
After I found what I wanted to dress, she asked me, saying, "Do you have a firearm?"
Shashano kwete okwamono oshikuti shirimoscope.
And she asked this because apparently she saw a bullet inside the wardrobe.
Ye kolika wayo kwatika mampe na yotaburku kushikarera kushandi pop.
And at the time, Your Worship, her colleague was also standing there, and the same colleague can also confirm as to whether what I'm telling this court is the truth or not.
Tapuranje kuchonje boy iripeni. Tacho irimo safe andino mbere kuchaga irimo safe.
She asked me as to where is the firearm? Is it in the safe? I then said, no, it's not in the safe.
Natango taripitinga ngero nje boy irimo safe andino mbere kucha anje boka irimo safe yandivuru kukosa no nje boy irimo safe shashi ngonduvo mainyengo kandi nethimbo jo kukapaturo safe ndiga kuthonjebo marandi mfara papuno nje.
And again she asked if it was in the safe. I then said no, it's not in the safe. And I said because I cannot sleep night with a firearm that is in the safe, because if I hear movement or commotion, there's no time to go to retrieve the firearm from the safe.
Tandi mfara papuno njebo oiriko konima kohioka yoka skopa keri next nombet.
I then took it where the firearm was, which was under a small cupboard that was next to the bed.
Just slow down. Yes.
Teikusako,
Then she pulled it out.
kwajahara kukusako magazine. De tatike shishi tapora ekori kada ena tatitika di shishi.
Then Your Worship, she wanted to remove the magazine, but then she did not succeed. And then she asked her colleagues if they can assist to remove the magazine, but then they also say that no, they also don't know how to remove it.
Andipura ndikwa serende tachai itashishu.
Yes, but I then asked her, can I help? And she said that no, it's not possible.
Okweke iganja ko ke kori kada eda argumentu. Oya kakwasera.
Then thereafter, Your Worship, she gave it to her male colleagues, and they assisted her.
Etimo mono koita ta konjisanje ndipaturu roseifa. Ngandi tiku chakandishi ipaturu roseifa kucho iripeni onsane wanje shikucha ikarapeni.
And at that moment, Your Worship, she was insisting that I should open the safe. I did say that no, I do not know where the keys are, but my husband knows about the keys.
Are you done, ma'am?
Opo.
Ai.
No.
Tapura njengero nsane wanje kunonjebo ndetandicheo kunonjebo.
Then she asked me further if my husband owns a firearm. I then say yes, he owns a firearm.
Tapura kucho iripeni anditi kucha kandishi kucha onjebo ya iturapeni patea ye mwena apotse kucho iripeni.
Then she asked me to, where is the said firearm? I then said, I don't know where his firearm is, but he can come and tell himself as to the whereabouts of his firearm.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, now that was your explanation. What the investigating officer will come and testify is that when you got into your room, you rushed towards the firearm, and Inspector Anna got there before you. She asked you what you wanted to do, and she took the firearm. She reached out for it before you got to it. She called a male officer that was outside, and then he took the firearm. That's what the state will testify.
Yeah.
That's what the investigating officer will testify.
Ove kororoso
So
neri.
just answer to that.
Yeah, ove kororoso neri ringashke. Danu nyamukura pa kuchonko kona kuna subafa ana. Nasitia kulombora mangu kucha shima ya penya. Ove wendelera wako konjebu. Aske ye kwa inendelere kudurife afika patete konjebu. Tikufa apone. Opone shikufa apo. Yetefana neva kwa wabenya balumenu. Botayata kufa konjebu.
Era gonene hanga igen dari mana emonduda. Ngere ana mbere wamba alimo nayo hapo psoshiri kashi shingashi yeta popi otavuruku popsa shimwe shiri tashitsuku mwana shitandi popi.
Luckily, Your Worship, I was not only together with her alone in the room, but there were also some other officers. But if her colleagues are truthful people, as I am, they will be able to come before this court and tell the truth.
Were you aware that the police were on the way to your house, ma'am?
Obe mwene wali neshivo kucha polisi wali monjira boka kumboleni.
Ai, kakwende shishu.
No, I was not aware.
Okay. And move on, Yoshi. Thank you. Now, your testimony was that the police officers did not explain to you the charges that you are facing. Is that correct?
Yeah, watu mangawati ai anambira nyumba polisi inave rifirange nande kombinga I bofayon ndatari raka. Shiri manjira?
Naishining.
Yes, they did not do it.
The investigating officer will come and testify and inform this court that he in person, as Obeti Inambao, after you returned from changing out of your pajamas, he sat you down in the living room and he explained the charges to you.
Kona kono sipofasi obeti nambao teke yakomesha mango kuye mwene nokutumbulira mango ikucha tati aye eshiwa wanganya wakashenja ya kuyandita nkalo ntumba mose tiomu ndete kwendi fapona na wana wakucha eshiwa lopotero sheshi nonga totingipso
nandi shiningiru tanditsu kumwe nasho.
Yes, but I disagree with that. That was not done to me.
He explained to you in English, it was being translated by a certain Hamuko. He translated to you in Washwambo.
Yeah, kwati kuchashi kuita vinga kwini tapimoshingirisa. Ashikesi sande Hamuko na yapo alipenya. We ni kuita kwa takanifha Washwambo. Ukifa kombinga yewe.
Fatururo ndikuitari fatururo Washwambo. Kuitari ningwa mangina ndikazara ende onsane wanje obwali nayo taburu ngotadhimburwa kuchaka pwajo o mafatururo ga ningu nasha kuchandi andikwaterwa shiko.
The interpretation that was done there in Washwambo, it was done way before I went to dress up, and my husband was also there, and he can also confirm that it was done at that time.
In fact, when Inambao was explaining to you, at that point in time, the male police officers accompanied your husband upstairs or to the bedroom to go and change. So he was not present at that time. You were with Inambao in the living room after your change. Your husband was escorted by police officers to go and change. So he was not there.
Yeah, kwa tuko tatumbulanga tati. Ai, pesimbweri ngasa manwe kalipwa pashashi. Yokwaya na nambira polisi wenya balumenwe okwaya kashenje. Apo pali konkona koni namba wapae no nambero utafaturo Washwambo kwa lyo.
Your Worship, I'm not objecting. If the interpreter can, I think the interpreter left out one word and interpreted upstairs. That word.
Yeah, tatu kuchomwa polisi wenya bana samani wepo mbada. Pofula hapo mbada pe ove toshara napa mulina inambao no nambero utapo Washwambo.
Okay, before you answer, you was accompanied to the room, to your bedroom. That's where he was accompanied. Whether it was upstairs, same floor, he was accompanied.
No, Your Worship. My colleague must be fair to this court, must be fair to the accused person. She cannot start.
Yes.
Only when I rose and when I asked the interpreter to interpret upstairs. Now my colleague is saying he's no more sure. He's saying it doesn't matter whether it is upstairs or whatever, but that is what she put to the witness. She must be fair.
Bishop, there is nothing wrong for the state to rephrase.
But where did she find it? She has no right whatsoever herself, if there is no such instruction from the investigating officer, if in the docket, in the document she has no right to put something that is incorrect just because she wants to do it, just because it's a nice thing to do. She has no such right whatsoever. Where did she find it?
Yes, I understand. Mrs. Hinda, can you just a minute? We are on record, and you put it to her that the second applicant went upstairs.
Okay, you should
for the record.
answer.
Yes. Ma'am, do you have a comment?
Yeah, mimi nyamu kurando pokucha. Patiko mshio kwa tumbo la tesa manyo kwa na polifi kunya kondu da pombada. Wewe to sarane pe daba na inambao nontoroki ogute kutorokere.
Samani wangu kwa pombada mara tapinga fana taipo mbada amandi petu ndama no kujara. Atui moseti kamwalisha shokufaturura kucha andi mangerwa shike shashi opata njono ya bwanali mosecho twayamo ndikaga njo password yango vyanje ndeno pina yo kakarata kanje.
Okay, tell me if you go. Yes, at the time when my husband was going upstairs, we crossed paths as I was coming down to the first floor or down floor. And that time, I went straight to the living room, and there was nothing to be explained at the living room because that part was already done. And the reason why I went to the living room was only to give the password. Yeah? Password, don't you get?
No pina yo kakarata.
And the pin of my SIM card.
Okay, so it's actually an upstairs. I thought I was wrong, but so there is an upstairs. He went upstairs to the bedroom, correct?
So that's the umbodi na pedo na pombad. Vovaya pombad. Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Investigating officer will equally come and testify that in the living room, he explained to you, and it was interpreted by a police officer, Namcor, that you are a member of a CC, which is Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding. I'll post there.
Yeah. Kona teke ya komesho mango kuno kulombole mango ikucha. Mose timwinyae. Mwe munu yerero wa. Oye kutumbulira. Ulombula musuamba takuti. Tapobizati ae ove. O shirio. So kamba nyo sisi yonyekai.
You are the beneficial owner of the CC together with your husband, Malake Ilindi, case number 6.
That we dagotati. Aye, ove no samane we. Onyina no vene bo mo waese. O dainka mo sisio.
And finally, that you have signatory powers, signing powers to this CC's bank account.
Oshoyo, tewe dagotati. Aye, ndeko sisine ino samane okwe. Na abuna kwe ngonoe. Ododo kusaina ngotashia to menyengo.
I'll
Oshimari.
pause there to accord you an opportunity to respond.
Yeah, tudukunya mukula mangapo.
Inandifaturulirwa natangwa ndishendururi nandifaturulirwa sha onsane wanje opwajo yombangi yanje kapwalishasha pop inapupopiwa nonyeka naipopiwa nandogashoni nandiwu.
Yoship, nothing was explained to me. My husband was there, is my witness. Nothing was said in relation to Onyeka when I was there.
He equally explained to you.
Just a minute, yes. The last part of that question was that you have signatory powers.
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
have any comment there?
Watumba dati unano hoi ehono doku saina pokamba nyapa.
Ondine enhono doku saina kwa company.
Yes, yes, I do have the signatory power.
He also, in the comforts of your living room, explained to you that this Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC received proceeds of unlawful activities.
Tawada kotati unamberonko na kunyotati kuchokupu yere tati ai ukamba neyo nyekai utasti ano ya tambula ya kula hano oika yuyemo oyo ina yeripaveta.
Inandirombora shima shinga.
No, I was not told something like that.
Then he explained to you that the CC received 3,830,000. That's what he explained to you.
Tawada kotati waya sisi ne ya kul milioni natu mayo mafira aita nonongo na natu milioni natu 813,000.
vina xipopiwa moseti pamwe kwalingene halo lyokuxipopya mara inspector ana okwayi endelela na xipopiwa.
Yes, that was not spoken. I never heard about it. Although maybe the officer was willing to say it, but Inspector Hannah, she was very in a hurry.
Can you repeat that? Who was in a hurry?
What you did quite
Maybe the officer said it, but the Inspector Anna was in a hurry.
No, she said
Okay,
Inspector
so
Anna
that's
was.
why I wanted to
Yes.
repeat your worship, because I did not hear.
Yes, that
Okay.
Inspector Anna was in a hurry.
Okay.
But maybe the inspector wanted to explain it.
No, the
Bishop, that's why I asked the applicant to.
the officer.
Sorry, the
Yeah,
officer
yes,
is-
that
I
the
think-
officer.
Can she just repeat?
Yes, her response is that maybe the officer wanted to explain it, but Inspector Anna was in a hurry.
Thank you, Bishop.
Yes.
When you were charged at Kleinwindhoek Police Station, the investigating officer will come and testify that indeed he was present when you were charged. Can you recall that? That's Mr. Inambao.
Mbadi
Chief
dinyangai.
Inambao.
Mbadi nyangai storo potoro si bofa si penya puklen mendo kape. Mukana konya no chifina mbao te agurombore mangu chana opo hadi fimboro. Puklen mendo.
ita ndithimburukwe thina taripopiwa mara okwaipuna mbere wa oyenji yevurithepu ya tatu pamwe umwe wa mwamba yali.
I cannot remember the mentioned name, but there were officers there. Maybe he was one of the three people there.
And he will come and testify that at the point in time you were charged by the Namibian police, and as the investigating officer, he was present, he sat with you at Kleinwindhoek police station, and again he explained what I have just put out to you, the charges, why you are involved, why you were apprehended.
Tatumbura tati. Natango nambo teke ya tumbura mangwe kucha. Aye, finya po claim mendu kayo pa. Sinaya tulpo ska nambero finya vamu va pinya. Maske ye na yo kweli. De natango tati kuyeli fila nawa. O ibo faisho yo. Yokutalera.
Ngashinde xipza nari kucha opuna onere wacho kwaza ko ACC ethimbo ndiri ko station afaturi ondamangerwa shiki opo ethimbo apo psa kucha ondamangwa medina shashi nga shareholder yo 50% shareholder yo nyeka opuna o amount indina popsa kucha o amount ingapi oponenduva kucha ondamangwa medina shashi nga shareholder nwa 50% yo nyeka dekonyeko kwe oshimario.
As I indicated that at the time when I was at Kleinwindhoek police station, there was an officer from ACC who explained to me as to why am I arrested. He said, I am arrested because I am a 50% shareholder of Onyeka. And if I said that apparently a certain amount of money went into that Onyeka account, but he did not elaborate as to what was the amount. Simonjirangao. Okay.
Now, you informed this court that you did work, you worked for Onyeka CC Clearing at some stage. You did the finances, or what did you do? Just repeat that again.
Yeah.
You worked in payments, that's what you told the court.
We were
You
on
worked in payments.
Toti pepe ne fimbogi horongero kambani yo Onyeka ye mara skolong weekend ne futo and me payment.
Shoshiringa.
Yes, it's like that.
What work did you do in payments?
Yeah.
What do you mean by work in payments? Explain to us.
If clients come to the office and they want to make payment, they will then make that payment to me.
We can also see that from the account of Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC, the amount of, it's the basic forgot an amount of 1.5 million was transferred to your husband, Malaki Ilindi, and another amount of 1.5 was transferred to Peter Ilindi. Are you the one who made those transfers?
Yeah, but my statement of the account da hiyo Onyeka utwete mwe mwarudi mari wa uo takuti chano 1.5 million na imwe jako oyo kakwa account da samane we imwe oyo kakwa account da samane da Peter Ilindi ove what transfer imari wai
Ai hangaenda nda transfer mari.
no, I'm not the one who made those transfers.
Who made these transfers, do you know?
Mushisimbira kuchorere.
Ai kandishishi.
No, I don't.
And based on what the investigating officer explained to you with regard to your involvement in Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC, that is why you were arrested.
Yeah, I know. Tani kwasi onambiro nkona koni mo yera shenya kwale kupapesha mbopenya sinasha no kambanye Onyeka osisi Onyeka yi osino anove wakamangerwa.
No, with respect, no. My colleague must be direct so that my client, while can address the issue. My colleague asked my client what happened in the past with her as an employee of Onyeka. And she testified that 2005 to 2006. She also asked whether my client is a member of Onyeka. She also asked about, if I am not mistaken, what did it entail to work with payment? And fourthly, she also referred to a signatory. It's unfair for you simply to say the investigating officer will come and testify about your involvement as the reason or ground for your arrest. She must be specific. Is she saying my client was arrested because he's a member? Is she saying she was arrested because in 2004 to 2006 she was an employee? What is she saying? Because we are talking about a count in criminal law, a crime. So we know when we cross-examine in court, we know what was put to the witness. I don't want this so that they have a space to move around when about. You must be specific.
There is no hiding from the inside. I explained to you why she was being arrested. I please
Yes.
what is the that?
Just the last question, you need to hear that she was arrested because of her involvement. That is the only aspect which I hear normally. Involvement there, yes. Yes. What do you mean her involvement? Yes.
You were arrested as a state officer that you were a member of the city, you were a beneficial of the city, and you had signed the account of the city. And if you go to account 46,
Yeah.
The 480 million did not go to one single applicant, accused person, or one single entity. You will come and break up that amount to justify how the state arrived at the state amount.
Kumbalanga kuchwa dandi kulombole kucha unkona kono sibofotekea komese umangu kuno kulombole umangu ikucha oshimari wanesi che milioni atida maferano milongo itatu edie inashie ike kwa akaunta imwe kiyonyeka ndere oshatondoka me akaunta dimwe dirire donumba nongati.
Any comments?
Unaponya mkuru wa sapori
Could be none.
ndishinyanyukirwa shite ku popsa ondinekero teterere nuerere kucha ojari ipsa kedira oja aninga transfer kucha no dhoma yovi matheregane nenge odhoma yovi geri gatatu no mathere gahe tatu ngae tandita manekerwa medina jonyeka.
Yoshipa, I would be very happy to have the investigating officer here because I believe that he will bring all the necessary information that will indicate as to would make the transfers that include the amount of money that are listed in the charges on the counts that I'm facing.
That's cross-examination, Your Worship.
Mr. Namanje?
I'll be brief, Worship. Now, when you were answering my colleague's question, you unsurprisingly made a statement that if you knew that becoming a member of a CC and becoming a bank signatory to a bank account for CC is a sin or something wrong, you will not have become part of that. What did you mean?
Yeah, pepe ende te kurekona ale verifuni man mon boy wa papa. We wanye kure puro ndezi nyamukurato ti. Ngeno denti sikucha okukala serious shongeshefa. Yonumbaye nokukala unengono dokusaina kunyakomba ngahe. Ngondi sikuche timba ilo shima shapukahe. Ngeli nini kufombinga mwashoka wala nana kuchangali.
Ndeshipo psashashi proskute tati kucha ondamangwa shashi ngao memba yonyeka o beneficiary ko konyeka ondina engondo okusaina ko account yonyeka oshonende shiturira kucha naninge okwendishi kucha shononjo andi inandi pitika ngae mwene ndiye mo shima shiringa.
Yoshipa, I say this because the prosecutor said that I was arrested because I was a member of a Nika CC and that I was a beneficiary and that I had a signing power. Now I say that if I knew that being a member and a beneficiary and having a signing power is wrong or is a sin, I would not have been part of it.
And now when you say part of it, part of what? What do you mean?
Genototi gino kufombinga musho wa kuchana nangali.
Ngeni nandikara o memba yonyeka ngandi nandikara o 50% mwanyeka ngashi prosecutor kwa iteshtua.
Yes.
Okwenda tsikirako kucha shasho kwendiwete thewe iteshitura kashiriwe ngashi shirimecha jesadaje kucha ondakwaterwa medina jimari wambi oshafa kwenda kwatwashike medina shashinga memba yonyeka nenge andi o beneficiary konyeka nenge ondine kondo kusaina konyeka.
Usually, meaning thereof is that because I'm a member of Onyeka CC and that I'm a shareholder 50% of Onyeka CC, because the way how the state have put it, to say I've been arrested because of being a member and because of a shareholder, but far different from what churches are illustrating to me.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you a question. Have you heard anywhere in this court or before where Namibian laws provide for strict liability?
You should, I believe that's a question for closing arguments.
No.
Mr. Namanja, did that come from cross-examination?
Yes, definitely.
Liability.
No, it's just that, is it because my colleague didn't use the word strict liability?
Yes, I'm just asking whether
No,
came
it did
from
come.
cross-examination.
Yeah, it did come.
It did come.
Yes.
Okay, you can proceed.
Yeah, yes. Madam, I'm asking, have you heard, because my colleague is said to you, let me just clarify, Your Worship. So, my colleague, not with force, suggested to you, you were arrested by virtue of the fact that you were a member. Just explain that first.
Yeah, pugina now. Ukane pangoro kwa tumbara tati obo wa mang usimase kumangifai osisi obo sirio.
Member of Onyeka.
Tisho bo sirio Onyeka.
And you heard that?
Usidasho. Yes.
Beneficiary owner of Onyeka.
Also umo vene ovena moa Onyeka.
I understood that.
I hate that.
And the third reason, you were a signatory to Onyeka's bank account.
Eshiti tatu mangwa shashi na ve unengono do kusaina ke mbanga sina no kamba ni Onyeka.
I understood that.
I hate that.
We were all struck and surprised that was summarized as the ground for your arrest.
Shimashi bine situ kumwisfa kucha mboli hawa au matomero ilo matumbolo kove wa mangerwa inma kumangifai.
Did you hear before you came to this court or in this court any law that make you criminally liable, makes you guilty simply on that basis? That's where strict liability is. In other words, without your intention being considered.
Ove mwene pa kukara kwe o danali shakene kanare o matumbolo ta tumbola nga ngono meberi kucha ai ngengo akalo sirio we toka una como wana kunge sefa ko we toka no una kwingo to kusainai oshima sho tasti o tashi denga mwene la ndafa no loveta ni nakutora kucha malala kano ni nataro kucho oshi witolara kanene.
I understood that.
I never had it before.
Now, my colleague stated that for the first time, she stated that out of the alleged 480 million amount tag placed on the charges, you are actually only being accused in relation to an amount of 3.8 million. Did you hear her saying that?
Osho patiko mshogoro muda tatumbola tati okuja mushimari wane sho che milioni na maferano milongo etatu ove oto finya shikesh na ni milioni na natue ni kupeo mafere etatu nash.
Did you hear that her saying that?
Yes, I did.
Do you know why on the first day of appearance she suggested all of you are facing charges in the same amount for 880 million? Do you know why she did not make that distinction?
Ujimbera kucho morwashike ifikulinya tetereswa orgamo mangu watumbulirwa kucha ojibafasho atarerae utasitaligira mungu shwe miliona umafela no milongo hetatu nderehe ina kufwa ne oloko kucha aye ove ulipo mwaru inde kuli me miliona mafela no milongo hetatu ndo atumbulwege miliona mafela no milongo hetatu fikwa usimbele kucho murashikina paninge oloko po
Kandish.
no yes but I don't know.
Now, my colleague appeared to have been on a fishing expedition when she asked you whether you have a firearm. Did you hear her asking you at the beginning whether you have a firearm?
Yeah, unkwani pangero kwa holo langa ngwafa wonta kupulonete mediva unetu ngatashi yako njebo yekwi obi mwene udana na esi shia tungu kupula pula po njebo penya.
And the muda.
Yes, it's by head.
She initially wanted to make out an issue whether or not you have a license. Did you hear her?
Just tete upana la ku finya penya kucha unatombela no license ombapira njebo yi we do that though.
And the muda.
Yes, I heard you.
Did the Namibian police at any point accuse you of having a firearm without a license?
Opolisi ya Namibia oda pefimboli mwete ikutumbulire kuchaye ove mototalere usibofa jaje unonje bonde kuna mbapira. No.
Now, I'm trying with difficulties, but I'll try. Correct me if I'm wrong. You heard my colleague saying because the incident relating to your firearm, you will run away. I think that is what I understood. Did you hear that?
Oyo mwene woda hano kwani pangao tatumbura penya kucha ai umuroshi ningwani mashonje boshi ove ngoipo nyotoka fadukapo wedu dadove.
I understood.
Yes, I hear that.
Maybe a firearm turns into a plane, a flight. Where is that firearm now?
Pamwe anonje boy pamwe ikastuka ikani ngodila onje boy penya nonene.
Do you know where it is? Where is it?
Usi kuchilipeni?
And she paid.
Yes, I know it.
Where is it?
Ilipe?
I don't safe.
In the safe.
What happened to it? Did they leave it at your house?
Oko vifi ya kunyake umbolo yano? Yes.
Do you have a problem for the court to make an order when giving you bail that you must hand it over to the police
Unupsaka jano ngengo.
to cut your legs?
Unupsaka jano ngengo mpanguro kwa kati. Kwa mwana kucho shapumbu anu shafimana kucho njebo ngana yemanga kunyaka polifie. Shashipamwe ine matidimwe dose nderera na ikaka manga maga polifie. Unupsaka dikwaso.
I can no problem.
In fact,
I have no problem with
The
that.
court is in session.
in fact, let's offer it. Can you offer it to the police? Can you, on your own, offer it to the police until this trial is finalized?
Ove mwana manguru kap ove mwana kuja kontima kukufonje boy no kuyanja ka polifie. Fiyoshi bofashi chapwa fikuri mwe.
And the mango was pushing.
Yes, but I'm free to do that.
Now, my colleague also said you must not get bail because the investigation is continuing. Did you hear her saying that?
Uda no patiko mshika tatumbra tati ai ove to duru kupewa mango umito kufutira mjashi maka na kono sibofashi na hapa na tango. We do that dove.
And the mood.
Yes, yes, by.
Now,
Hear that.
did you also hear that your charges only relate to 3.8 million?
Oh, well, when Uda no sisi kuchas ibofa yo atara te tumboleke miliona natu ni hupe.
And the should.
Yes, I heard that.
She told you that payment came from Enecon.
Ekoro bwakati oshimaruashe shaja kuene konashi.
And the should.
Yes, I did.
She also told you were a member of Onyeka.
Also, de kumbotati ove na vwali sirio shokonyeka.
And
Yes.
She also told you were a beneficial member of Onyeka.
Tati monyeka munyae wadu na mamo wanao.
and the mood.
I heard that.
She also told you were a signatory to the bank account of Onyeka.
Osho kuromba tati. Ai wadu na nengono doko saina ke account da doko mbanga di hanonyeka.
And the should.
Yes, I heard.
And
that.
she referred to bank statement of Onyeka.
Ye na kwatumbora tababi tatumbora lokira ke account da ke statement da account da onyeka.
And
Yes, I did.
Did she come out with courage and tell you what is pending as far as investigation on your, it's actually just one charge, just duplication. Did she tell you what is pending? What else are they looking for?
Yoko kurombero fafa. Kucha. Ae, peife sheshi masha tukongoe. Ilo shakambako. Osheshi nashi.
Did she tell you what again the police is investigating in relation to that amount? As far as it relates to you?
Maybe can you allow her? The last question, did she answer?
Sorry.
Did she tell you what investigation is pending?
Nyamkurani penyamanga pumaka na kucha. Unkwateko msio kororo kukurombora kucha. Aye, makona konoe. Bifo kwa kamba ikeshi nashi.
Ai, narambura.
No, she did not tell me.
Did she even tell you how would your release from custody prejudice if any is left, if any investigation is left incomplete? Did she tell you how your release would jeopardize the police investigation?
Okukurombora kuchano. Aye nina ngingo wefu wandeto iponje. Umakona kwa linapo ahe. Utoka pia nekapa. Napa. Nukukaduna nekapa. Kutikurombora dove.
Ai,
No, Your Worship, she did not tell me.
Did she suggest that you received that amount? You personally?
Ukatumbulana pamwe oicha taiti kucha ove oshimari washe oshitambula pekelenga.
ai, kwa popseke kuchosha kwa nyeka.
No, she only said that amount went to a Nyeka account.
Now you refer the court on your own about you only have 2 bank accounts at FNB and Bank Windhoek. You remember you said that?
Todimba kucho watumbula pati ayo neke account ambari ko FNB no ko Bank Windhoek.
Shundati.
Yes, that's what I said.
Did any of that account receive this amount? I'm not saying it's dirty. I'm just saying, did any of the account receive such an amount?
Imwe me account dimbali opening me ya koroshimari washi.
Ai, nandi receiving imariwa yo.
3
Kapuna account aje yo shimariwa sha 3.8 million.
No, I never received such an amount. No, there's also not one of my account that it received.
Okay,
such an amount.
If you can go to the charges quickly, I want to finish. The charge dealt with 56, that was dealt with.
What about
56?
Yes.
Page 25.
Yes, I'm there.
You remember that I indirectly accused the state of putting a half-crafted charge to you in respect of Section 4 of POCA, count 56. Remember I said that if they wanted to rely on 4B, Roman 1 and 2, they are not coming out. They only came out partially. Do you remember that I said that?
Totimba unyunda tumbura pakucha epangero hapo la dupo kuya lo kilalela no matumburo o katendaka nde walafike le amwitata mokatendaka kerikosi emerongo na hamanaka.
Andi dimburu.
Yes, I can remember.
You remember my colleague said, and I wrote down, she said you knew or ought to reasonably know that amount 3.8 is a proceed of the crime of whatever by virtue of the fact that you were a member. Remember she said that to you.
Totimba ko patriko mshoko la tumbura tati ove wari shishi no we watere wange no muno no asukaru shishi kucha obongo shidio shongishefa ye no karu shishi nana no kucha shimaro shuru jeri oshimaro shano so se amo pa njira do hano David Oyuki na dukiria.
Did you hear her saying that?
Andi dimburu.
Yes, I did.
Okay, just clarity I want. You earlier told the court that you were not aware of the 3.8 million. the payment from Enecon to Onyeka.
Watumbura pina kucha ove kuna sivolo simari wa shona ndese miliona na tunasha ya shaja ko oneko na shoka konyeka.
Shandati kandi siyo bai fandi ti kandi nesh kandi nonseo mushu.
Yes, that's what I say. And also this stage I'm saying that I do not know anything about it.
But her accusation is actually extraordinary. It says, not necessarily that you have knowledge, it says, is by virtue of you being a member. Did you know the existence of this payment simply because you are a member, even if you did not know personally that that amount exists, that payment exists? Did you know simply by virtue of the fact that you were a member? Is that a possibility even?
Ove morwasi ke wali sirio songese fai waru na ukarushi sinasha no simari wasi moro iku ukwashirio we waru shishove
Kakwendi shishi ndo rombwero kota kucha kaponangwa rombweranje kucha upono shimaru washithike manosha mo account Onyeka.
Yes, I did not know, and there was no one who had informed me that the account of Onyeka had received such an amount of money.
Okay, she went further and said further by virtue of the fact that you were a signatory to the bank account of Onyeka. You heard that.
Ukapikira kotati natango moru ngono tinya wari una dokusaina pombanga.
You must have known about this amount.
Moru ngono tinya wari una kwa pombanga kuningatasha kwa masaino wari una kukarushi ushisha sinasha nemwarwe.
Did you know as a fact?
Ukwashiriwe wari ushishovana.
Kakwendi shishi.
Yes, I did not know. I did not know about that.
Okay, let me make it easy for the state. But did you actually use your power as a signatory? Did you sign off that payment? I don't know how it came in.
Anove walang fingono do kusaina. Ngata shako shimarwashi.
Nandi saina nando kuchane hashoshino iandi saina sha ngeta shia ke transactions Onyeka inima mzandati kucha ndanyanyukwa onkona konishitea apopse kucha ondali opata yo transaction nanjino ondahara nanga endenduve kucha onda yopata ya shongi.
Okay, man. Yes, I did not sign. I did not sign with regard to this amount. Nor did I sign with regard to any other transaction. That's why earlier on, I said that I would be very happy if the investigating officer would appear before court so that he could come and elaborate on these things.
Okay, the state stated that its case is strong. You heard it saying through the public prosecutor saying that.
Yes.
Now, the state didn't directly say that you were involved in the payment, and it did not directly accuse you of receiving that amount, and did not directly say you had knowledge of the unlawfulness of the proceed directly.
Yeah.
Is its case strong as announced in this court?
Mpate komisho kwa tumbara patati. Ae, shimasho sinasha nef, shiboho shakinja hasina nef toda futbae. Osho ni maro ya tamburwae. Osho yo neshibo moshimamu. Ano kuja kuwe kwashu shove mwene porwae. Otuti engono oshibofashi shak shakinja anolela osho kutarela.
Kandiwete engondo do shiposa shinu inima mzina ndishitira nokushitira okushitarira shashi oshiri yanje ndishi kucha shitandibopsa oshiri.
Your Worship, I do not think that the state has a strength or has a strong case against me. Nor am I afraid to face this case because I know that my what I'm telling this court is the truth and my honest stance.
Okay. Your Worship, that is re-examination.
Ma'am, we thank you for your time and your attention.
Ya, nimetangia fimboro itu kushina kambinga kunya.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Yes. Yes, Your Worship. Yes, Your Worship, I am now pleased to announce that I'm closing the case for the 3 applicants. The only thing that we need to do now is to hand up the defense bundle. May we proceed and do that so that tomorrow, Your Worship, will start with my colleagues, the 4th applicant's evidence. Yeah. Because, Your Worship, we dealt with several documents, I think the best way is to say the defense bundle, and when I say this, is applicant number 1, 2, and 3 bundle, numbered from page 1, to it's more than that. It's 286. Your Worship, there are 2. Let's just confirm, Your Worship. There are 2 tables of content. The first
I have no idea what you are talking about.
No, it's the first bundle, Your Worship, that I gave you. Not the one of the charges. Yeah. Let's just identify it, Your Worship.
Council, are we together? Ms. Hinda?
We may proceed, Your Worship.
The first bundle, Your Worship, you remember the first one was from number 1 to page 189. And it has its own table of content. The documents are already described for easy of reference, Your Worship.
Yeah.
Then there is a continuation, Your Worship, that starts at page. There is also a table of content, but it starts from page 190. Is that good?
Yes.
Yes. And Your Worship, it ends at page 286. Just want to confirm that. 286.
Yes.
Now, the totality of that bundle covering first, second, and third applicants, I ask that it be handed up and be marked as D, maybe D1. Yes. It can just be D1 because it is actually a continuation from page 1 to 286. Yes, be treated as one exhibit, Your Worship, with 286 pages. Your Worship?
Just slow down. Councils, are we together?
No objection, Your Worship.
The document is that is the bundle, Mr. Namanje's bundle, is then marked as Exhibit D1, consisting of 286 pages.
The second one, Your Worship,
Just a minute.
The second one, Your Worship, is the bundle that has the annexures, the charges. And the statutes. Running from page 1 to page 138, Your Worship.
From page 1 to what page?
To page 138.
Yes.
No objection from the state institution.
Ma'am, it's a bit deep to you.
Yes, the second bundle consisting of the counts as well as the statutes 1 to 138 pages is marked as Exhibit D2.
Yes. And lastly, Your Worship, then there is, we were made to produce by the state, although it didn't use them, the titles and documents confirming title, interests and rights in various properties and companies for accused applicant 1 and 2. I had handed up that bundle, Your Worship, yesterday. I just want to confirm. It's a bundle that starts with a description El Campo. It's number 1 item, Your Worship. It starts from page 1 to 236.
Yes.
I gave a copy to my colleagues yesterday, Your Worship.
Councils, do you?
If there is any
No objection, Your Worship, it can be received.
yes, D3.
This one relates only to the first and second applicant.
Yes,
Does
but,
it include
but
the
partially, Your Worship,
Partially.
partially to the third applicant too, because Your Worship, you find documents for Onyeka, for instance, Your Worship, and it's Elmo, Elimo trading, yes.
Yes, then the third bundle that is consisting of titles, interest, and rights in respect of the first, second, and third applicant is marked as Exhibit D3.
As a court cases,
Yeah, and the Worship, that marks the end of the case in the bail application of the first, second, and the third applicant. What remains for us, arguments at the end, Your Worship.
What is in order?
it's a
Mrs.
request
Hinda?
from the state that the proceedings be transcribed, proceedings be played. When we have a running record, Your Worship, none of us.
Yes, yes, I have already informed the clerk of court to transcribe on a daily basis. Therefore, accused, then the matter by agreement is rolled to tomorrow. That is for 9 to proceed for bail continuation. You are to remain in custody.
As a court cases.
The court adjourns.